another episode of Rooted in Good Company. I'm Shay.
I'm sure.
And around here, you're always rooted.
Always seen and always in good company.
Hey, man. Well, how you been, Shoot?
I've been great, Shay. How have you been?
I've been just dandy.
Well, that's wonderful.
Y'all, we're going to start this episode a little bit different. So we're going to give you our rooted or booted
for the week.
So what's yours?
Well, I have to go first.
Okay, so my rooted or booted is false promises.
Are you rooting or booting that?
I'm rooting that. No, I'm booting that. Sorry.
Okay.
We're booting that. Yeah, I'm tired of getting told one thing and you do another.
Amen. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera.
Going.
Amen.
Out of the door. Boot. What's yours?
My booted for the week is me stubbing my toe. And it's still hurting as we're speaking. I mean, it's throbbing. So if you hear me,
keep stubbing it over and over and over.
I ain't trying to. So if I make a little squeal or something, just know I hurt my toe again. What's your rooted, Shay?
Staying true to myself.
Like it. I like it a lot. I love it. My rooted, calm down. My rooted is standing up for myself this week, saying no, and standing firm on a boundary.
Mm-hmm. I remember in the boundaries episode, she wasn't stepping them.
Well, I said it, and I'm standing on it.
Amen.
Hello.
Progress. If y'all haven't seen that episode, go check it out.
Yes.
So today we're talking about healing in public in the messy middle nobody talks about. So the first topic is the pressure to look healed even when you're still hurting.
So yeah, that's a thing, especially for the strong people.
Boy.
The people that is, stuck being a strong one.
Do you think that's why suicide is a big thing?
I think suicide comes from holding in everything and being afraid of communication. Being afraid of being rejected or judged or criticized. And those people have no outlet. So the only outlet they have is to just end it all. I feel that is the consistency of
But do you think when people try to heal in public and they just can't get no leadway, they still look for that out and that's their out?
I can see that in a sense. It really just depends on person.
Yeah.
And it depends on what kind of advice they're getting, and how they're being received when they do decide to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes the threat is a cry for help. Well, the threat is a cry for help, period.
Yeah.
But
unless you're dealing with a manipulator.
And that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Manipulation is a huge thing. Mm-hmm. That could play a factor in it as well.
Yeah.
It could be someone that's pushing them to feel like they have to do that to get an out because they are being mentally manipulated.
Yeah. So, but healing in public is, or the pressure to look healed in public is hard because you could just not have a good day, but when you walk outside your door, you have to put on this face like everything is perfect, everything is okay, when really you just need a hug or somebody to ask you, are you okay?
Right.
And then when you're healing, you want to look healed, although you're very broken, and the people that you're trying to heal around may not necessarily assist you in that.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's easier, at least for me, it's easier to shut myself off. And now it may take me months, years to heal. And I'm not necessarily saying you have to shut people off for months or years. But what I am saying is that's when the boundaries come in. Like, hey, I'm dealing with something right now. No, I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm not trying to push you away, but you're going to have to give me some time. And no matter what your time limit is, they're just going to have to respect that.
I feel like with the group of people that you do look to for that advice or that support, they don't have to. I feel like when it comes down to stuff like that, your people know when there's something wrong with you. Just bottom line, you don't have to say a word. If they really pay attention to you and they really, care about you and know the true you, they know when something is off. Mm-hmm. Depending on who the person is, you have to be very delicate. When you see a person that's completely like withdrawn, not themselves, you're seeing small things. Hey, you usually dress up. I seen you walk out with a scarf on your head today. What's really going on?
You usually got a beer in your hand, but now you got coffee.
Right.
You don't know if you're triggering that person. Right. Sometimes you just need to keep the comments to yourself.
Or sometimes it's simple just walking up to that person and hugging them, or just saying, hey, I'm just thinking about you today, or whatever, instead of trying to force that person to have that conversation, because that can push a person over the edge. That's very triggering.
It is triggering.
So if you are in a friendship or partnership, or even when it comes down to family, sometimes I know for me it is easy to retreat. Yeah. Because I don't want to answer any questions that I feel will be triggering. Yeah. And I don't want to smear anything or anybody that could be in connection to why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. So I would just rather deal with it on my own or go get counseling. And I don't have to tell the whole world that. Yeah. I don't have to communicate with you on that. Just be the family member, be the partner, be the friend.
But be those present. People without pressuring.
Right.
Don't pressure me to talk to you, because now I'm going to cut myself off from you. Now you're going to be looking like, well, what did I do?
And don't criticize me if I choose to withdraw, because if I'm choosing to withdraw and you're noticing things about me, it's not about you. Yeah. It's really about me. Yeah. So if you can't understand that and be not understanding, I already said understanding. If you can't be delicate enough with me, not saying you have to pacify me, but if you can't, and I'm not asking for you to be in my face and support me, but support me from afar. When I'm coming out of it, are you still gonna be there and still be my friend and be like, hey, so I noticed that you was this and this and this. Maybe at that point, give me the opportunity to bring it to you. Don't just completely shut me out and say I'm a bad friend or I'm being a sorry partner or whatever the case may be, because I chose to deal with my problem by myself.
Right. I think another thing with the pressure to look healed when you're still hurting is being around the people that have hurt you while you're trying to heal.
And that's very hard.
It's hard.
You can't heal when it's a constant reminder.
You can put on that brave face and say, yeah, I'm okay all day long. But deep down, I have to get myself out of this situation in order for me to even be able to look away or look ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like there could be a situation where she could have said something that hurt my feelings, and it's something that really broke me down to my core. But I can't continue to be around her and heal from that, because it's like she doesn't know what she did wrong. And even if she does know what she did wrong, I still have to face those feelings, and I still have to heal from those feelings. So I would have to distance myself from her for a little bit and be like, hey, this is what it is. I just need some time. Give me a minute. It could be the same way with a significant other. Like, that's what's really hard. Healing from a significant other that you're not necessarily ready to step away from. That's difficult.
And trying to get the person to see or understand your point of view of things, you cannot make a person understand you if they're not willing to. So if you're in a position or in a place where you're feeling like, okay, well, what's the point of, yes, this person hurt my feelings, or this person said that, or my partner this or that, how can I convey my feelings to you without me feeling like I'm the bad person? Yeah. Because oftentimes, and it could go both ways, we are not always aware of what we're doing to somebody else. Yeah. So for me, I've had to learn throughout the years to be more open-minded when somebody says, hey, you did this or that. I have to literally go back, regardless of if I feel like I did anything wrong or right in the situation. I do have to go back and reevaluate the situation and put myself in that person's shoes and be like, okay, well, if it had been me that said this to me, how would I have felt? Right. If I felt that I was going to be fired up, I can now understand where you're coming from. Some people just choose to be set in their ways and not see where they're wrong at. And I can't even say nowadays people don't know or see when they're not wrong. They just don't want to acknowledge it.
Or they'll use that excuse, that's just me.
Yeah.
So if that's just
everybody
them,
needs to change.
Let them be them, and you go on about your way.
But again, like you stated, if it's a partner, it's kind of hard to just migrate away from that. And you can't change them if they're not willing to change. You can't. And I mean, the most you can do is communicate and let it be known.
And if you've communicated and you're not getting nowhere, it's time to go. Because at the end of the day, that's a mental battle that you would have to live, and you don't want to mentally drive yourself crazy when you don't have to.
Right.
So, and even if it's not a significant other, it could be a parent, a sibling, a cousin. If you can't mentally deal with that person while you're healing, or even after you've healed, they are just somebody that triggers you. Cut them off. I would much rather cut somebody off that's triggering me, and I still be mentally sane, than deal with somebody just because I'm related to them, I'm married to them, I'm have some dealings with them.
And the breakaway is going to be hard regardless. But that's where boundaries come in.
And that's where your peace comes in.
And that's where peace comes in. You have to set a boundary for yourself when it comes down to people, regardless of what their relationship is to you.
What's our next topic?
So what about the power of giving yourself grace in the process of healing?
Yeah. If you think you're doing good for about you could be doing good for about a month, and the very thing that set you off triggered you, and now you back to square one. Give yourself grace. You're not perfect. Nobody is perfect. You're gonna always be triggered. But until you learn how to put the things into play that you're learning while you're healing, accept what it is. You cussed that man out, but you thought you was getting better. It is what it is. Accept it, move on, try again.
The forgiving, apologizing is a big thing.
Apologize
especially
to
when you're in a
yes. Apologize to yourself.
Not just to
forget
everybody
apologizing
else,
to them, because they know what they did.
Yeah, apologize.
I'm not apologizing to them
now. Yeah, cause I'm gonna apologize because baby, I ain't finna have that blood stain on me. I'm gonna get a buff of it, so I'm gonna go and apologize and let you do what you do. Hurt or not, mad still or not, I apologize.
I'm not apologizing, because obviously, if you did something that triggered me, that means you put me back in the same mind space that I was before.
But in a sense, too, we have to hold ourselves accountable with that as well, because we're allowing that to take us to a place where we are not wanting to go. And again, it's a process even
well, that's why it's called a trigger.
I mean, yeah, but still, we get the, you know how much I've been triggered this week? And I have made the conscious decision to let people be people. Can't do nothing about it. I can keep my mouth closed. I don't. Whereas you could probably make me cry, piss me off, make me cuss you flat, smoothed out, baby. I've been given so much grace this week to the point to where I just said I'm gonna let God handle you. I gave you to God, okay?
God is working with her. He ain't got to me yet, so I say
I done gave you to God, and it ain't nothing else I can do with you but leave you alone. Amen. What's our next topic?
What it's like to still be in a relationship, work, be a parent while you're still healing.
Hard. And it sucks when your kids recognize that you're going through a phase of healing. They may not outright say, "Hey mom, are you okay?" I know for me, my kids' transparency moment. When I have had my few moments, my son and my daughter, they know when to stay out the way. And they know when to love on me. My son is a gamer. He's the true teenage boy. He ain't studying me.
Yeah.
But when he feels like I'm not where I should be, not necessarily mentally, but maybe more so emotionally, and I'm just withdrawing from everybody, he'll come lay in my bed.
Same. My kids do that too.
I can beg him all week. Come in the room. Let's go watch TV. Now I'm a boy. I'm a teenager. You ain't finna get me here. I ain't doing it. But the second I feel down and low and he recognizes it, no matter how I try to hide it, he's right there. My daughter caters to me hand and foot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just little small stuff. She doesn't say a word like, "Hey, are you good?" or nothing. It don't have to be like that. My kid will go in there and get me my favorite snack and my favorite juice and say, "Here, mama, I love you." And go on about your business.
Yeah.
And I'll just break down and cry because why am I'm acting like I'm good. I'm not doing anything out of the norm.
Yeah.
I feel. But
I think when you're a good parent, your kids pick up on something's
true.
off.
That's
like
true.
she seems normal, but something's off.
That's true.
I think, and I honestly think that's the hardest part about healing is being a parent, because you don't want to be bothered, and they could not even be doing anything that necessarily bothers you.
Mm-hmm.
They could just be coming there to say hi, and you don't even want that. You just really want to be alone, and it's hard because you want to say, hey, go in your room, leave me alone, I don't want to be bothered, but at the same time they did nothing to you. So you want to be loving, you want to be like, at the end of the day, it's gonna be you and your kids, especially if you're dealing with something relationship wise. You're gonna always have your kids. So to me, healing in a relationship or work or being a parent, to me the parenting is the hardest.
It is definitely the hardest.
Because not only do you want them to still be okay, you don't want them to see what you're going through. You don't want them to experience what you're going through either. So you're trying to shut them off from everything, when really they probably should be seeing just a little bit of that just to know
what it's
not
like
to deal
and what
with.
not to deal with. Yeah.
So it's hard, especially when you got young people. Even when you got I have one teenager and I have one preteen, but even that, you want them to see just a little bit, because it's like, hey, I'm raising a girl. This is what you don't deal with. I'm raising a boy. You better not ever do this to another woman. But at the same time, it's hard
because you don't want them to see life with those lenses just yet. You want to keep them as
but you
pure
but you also want to let them know life is not perfect.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up one day and you ain't gonna be able to get out the bed.
Yeah.
And you want them to be able to deal with that. But at the same time, like she said, they're kids. So at what point do you say, hey, they can see this, they can't see this? It's hard.
It is very hard.
And as far as working,
I don't care about them people enough for them to know my business.
But I guess it depends on what type of healing you're doing. Like if you're like in a depression type of healing, I guess it's hard to go to work. Me personally, I have to go to work because I need something to keep me busy, to keep my mind off of what's going on. So I'd rather go to work. I'm not one of them people that will lay in the bed and just cry and sulk and all of that for days and hours. I can't do that. I have to get up. I got to move around, because if I sit and I sulk, now my pain is turning into anger, and now I'm going to lash out. So I would rather go to work. Relationship wise,
if you the one triggering me, baby, we just finna have a drag out fight. And if it's got to get to that, I just rather leave.
You can have a communication. If the communication ain't going over,
time to go. Bye.
I got to go. And if this is somebody that you have kids with, like say you're married and you're into it with your significant other and y'all have kids, that makes it 10 times harder. But at the same time, you're raising kids. You don't want them to go through what y'all are going through. When are you going to say, hey, this is a generational
curse?
Generational curse. If I don't stop it now, when will it stop? So it's hard. Healing is hard.
It is. It's an everyday process for some people, and it's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with choosing yourself, no matter what nobody tells you.
That is true. No matter how hard you may think it is to choose yourself in whatever situation, choosing yourself is going to always be the best option. Even when it comes down to situations that you feel may even affect your children, you still have to choose yourself. Because if you're choosing yourself, you're doing justice for your children. You
are. And
you
one
have
day,
to be your best self for your kids.
Your kids are going to be grown, have their own families, and you're going to be at the house by yourself with somebody that you hate.
Show them what choosing yourself looks like.
Yeah.
Speaking to my own self.
Now, I'm not one that would ever tell anybody to leave their husband, their partner, their boyfriend, unless they putting their hands on you. Now, if you're getting beat up, I'm going to be the first one. Let's pack your and we getting out of here. But at the end of the day, if you're dealing with somebody that just, I don't feel like it's right for you, I'm going to let you know how I feel about it. But when it comes to leaving, I'll let you make your own decision. You leave when you're good and ready. But when you really, really ready, then you can call me and be like, yeah, I'm finna come here to pack. I'm one of them. I pack. We can pack in front of him, and he better not say nothing.
Amen. She is that girl.
Because I fight, and I don't care if it's man, woman, horse, dog, whatever. I don't care.
Why horse or dog?
I fight kids. I don't care.
Girl, we can just cluck a little child upside their forehead in there.
Push you down.
Oh.
Oh, what's next? I'm so weak.
So at this point, after this conversation, anybody that is going through grief or dealing with healing in some sort of way, whatever that may be.
Something.
I just encourage you again to just choose yourself in the process.
And before you make how am I trying to say this? Definite. I don't know if you make anger decisions, emotional decisions, pray about it first. Pray about it and sleep on it. I do those two things every time. I pray about it and I sleep on it. And if my mind is still the same, or if I'm heavy-hearted and I feel the same way, both after prayer and sleeping on it, it's time to go.
Yeah.
So at least pray about it. If you don't do nothing else, pray about it. And then sleep on it.
Okay. So question. What's something that you're still healing from that deserves more compassion, not criticism?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Letting go. I'm a very quick letter goer. And that's because I'm an emotional reactor.
Yeah.
So when I feel like you do something to me that I know I wouldn't do to you, it's easy for me to let you go. Now, as I've gotten older, I have realized everybody is not like me. So I do give others a little bit of grace. But if I've said something to you repeatedly and you repeatedly do it, now I feel like everybody's like that. So now, once again, I'm now having to heal and learn that everybody's not the same. And give myself grace and not criticism for it. What about you?
I would have to say the same, but I would say how we handle that is
different,
night and day.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional reactor as well, and because I'm an emotional reactor, it is not so easy for me to just cut you off.
Oh.
I need answers to the questions that I'm asking. And this might not be the most healthiest thing to do. I'm learning that some things don't require a response.
Yeah.
Some things are just better left unsaid. And does that suck? Yes. Does that hurt me? Yes. But at the end of the day, I can't change the situation for what it was. So
I think that's why I have a hard time when people say, oh, they need closure. To me, closure just leads to more questions that you're not going to get answered. So therefore, just whatever it is, just let it be and go on.
But the let it be part is the hard part for me, especially if I felt like I did nothing that wasn't resolvable.
Yeah.
If I feel like it's something that could have had some type of resolve, I'm going to keep asking questions to pinpoint what the true problem is so that I can be problem fixer number one.
Yeah.
I am learning in this time with people and persons. I can't be Captain Save everybody, and I gotta be Captain Save me at this point, because I'm hurting me more by loving you more, or past my hurt and my pain, because I'm trying to rectify something that I didn't even know
was an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, so would you say you're recovering from that? Healing from that?
I mean, the person I wanted, I done got a mouth diaper, so yeah. Healing is in the process. Am I bothered? Yes. Do I care? Yes, but so not enough to.
She was a Captain Save. Y'all know the bird.
Everybody.
But I was a
lead that nigga. F that nigga. You mess up one time, it's over with. No grace.
But I've grown to be that way. Now I was always I'm gonna give him a chance. 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 Now I'm just like, chances out of there. You got to go, because I've been by myself before and I loved it. So therefore, I know what it's like to be by myself. I know that I can be by myself, and it's peaceful over there. So
I like being by myself. I'm not gonna stunt. And I love my big old bed by myself. But
I'm great company. Me, we have a great time.
Baby, I like to rub my feet together and watch TV and eat my snacks in peace without nobody hovering over me, my stuff.
People be like, oh, I'm so lonely. Girl, but I be in here having a conversation with myself. I don't answer myself. I be in concert. I have a whole cooking show.
I think they go in stages though for some people. I think
Maybe
there is a stage of loneliness, but
yeah,
I have learned that being in the company of yourself is the best company because you ain't in no mess.
yeah.
I ain't got to be sitting over here hurting because I think this nigga over here talking to somebody else he ain't got no business talking to.
Like,
Like,
or
I
he's
ain't got to
being
go.
emotional, unavailable to me.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Me, you know what? Me personally, I think I would rather somebody cheat on me than to be emotionally unavailable.
I don't want neither one.
I don't want none of it because I feel like I would be a 901 Willett Road for all of it. And if y'all don't know what that is, Google it. It's the jail. However, if there was something that I had to pick, being emotionally unavailable to somebody that is in tune with their emotions.
Yes, that's hard.
Baby, now you messing with my mental.
Because
I think if you cheat on me, that has everything to do with you. Because I know I'm a baddie over here, so that's got something to do with you in your inner side.
But I'm
they ain't got nothing to do
wondering,
with me.
what does being emotionally unavailable even come from? How do you even enter in a relationship with somebody that's emotionally unavailable? Does it happen over time? Was it like that from the very beginning? Like, it's those kind of things that
I think everybody is in the honeymoon stages, the first 3 to 6 months. So all the red flags that you should be paying attention to, you overlook it.
That's true.
Oh, he said that. He ain't mean that. That's bait. He was just playing.
Like, for instance, somebody sending me the shark. What that mean? Trick.
The animal?
Yeah, the shark. I heard it meant trick.
I thought that meant he a eater.
Okay, I heard that too. Y'all let me know if it means trick or eater.
Where did that come from?
I'll tell you later.
I can't keep up with this new.
I'll tell you that off the record. Anyway.
You know CMP? This is so off topic. CMP mean call my phone. I thought it meant camp.
I didn't know it was such a thing. CMP, that's stupid.
Ain't it stupid? Why you texting me? Call my phone. Just call me. I ain't gonna answer either way.
Now I done did call me before because I don't know.
I hate
that. Well, we just called.
I hate it.
The people that you don't really know what type of timing they be on.
Just say call me when you're available.
I mean, that's what call me mean, ain't it?
Stupid. Okay, y'all. So since we've talked about healing and everything that comes with it, if you are a journaler, I cannot talk today. If you are a journaler, we have a prompt for you. And which was one of the questions that we've already said, shut up. That journal prompt is, what's something you're still healing from that deserves more compassion, not criticism? So, like I said, if you're a journaler, that's your prompt for today. Or that could be I don't know if you journal by the week or by the day, but either way, you can use that for the day or the week. What's first?
So, next segment of today's episode. So stupid. Is from the Rooted Hotline.
All right.
And we have a question that says, I want to start a business, but I'm scared of failing. Well, that's more of a statement, not a question. So to respond to that, how do you feel about that? Considering.
So before the podcast, I had, I'm not gonna say had. I have a business. T-shirts is my thing, and I think if everybody goes into the business mindset with taking it day by day instead of being overnight viral, making millions and $1,000 a month, a lot of people would stick it out. Running a business is hard. Running a business takes time. You're going to be up late at night, early morning. You're the social media manager. You're the marketer. You're the content creator. You're everything until you can build that team. Mm-hmm. So just like when you go to your 9 to 5 and you give it your all, and your boss gave you this whole list of stuff that you have to complete, but you get it done, do that same thing with your business. Yeah. And being scared of failing, what if you win? You won't know because you're scared of failing. So either way it go, try it. But don't give up just because you're not getting where you think you should be in that said amount of time.
Right.
So I just say keep going. You never know. All it takes is one post, one day, to get you where you need to want to go. Just keep going. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy, but it's going to be worth it if it's something that you're truly passionate about. Because this podcast is hard. If y'all seen how we had to set up tonight,
oh my God,
it was difficulty after difficulty. But guess what? We pushed through. We made it work, and now we're here talking to y'all. Keep going.
Don't stop, and don't allow anybody, the outsiders, deter you from what you feel is something that you can thrive from. Yeah. Because they're not the ones that's doing it. It's you.
And everything is oversaturated.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, that's oversaturated," but guess what? If they had it, they would have started it, and they wouldn't have said that. So guess what? Start it anyway, and forget what they talking about.
It's enough money for everybody.
It is. There's a million podcasts out there, but guess what? All it takes is the one that you like, the one that's your vibe. You can listen to us. You can listen to who? Poor Minds. You can listen to Crystal Renee. And guess what? We all have the same type of vibe, but we all see things from a different lens. We all out here. Just do what you want to do. Forget what the people say. Strangers support you before family and friends will anyway.
That is true.
So
we are learning
8 billion people in this world. You mean tell me out of 8 billion people, you can't find your crew? Girl, a boy,
somebody.
Keep going.
Amen. Girl, boy, man, or woman.
So that brings us to our last topic of the night, our Rooted or Booted game, which is we give you a phrase or two things, and you either root something, boot something. You just keep going from there.
Yes.
What's our first one?
So our first one is a group therapy over solo therapy. Do we root or boot?
I would root group therapy if you're going to therapy like for family issues or something like that. But other than that, solo therapy all day. So,
agreed.
So out of those two, I would boot group therapy and root for solo therapy because I feel like telling your business to a group of people that opens the doors for other people knowing your situation. So,
this is true.
Solo therapy all day for me.
I actually root for both of them for the reason that you just stated. If it's for family counseling,
yeah,
that's the thing. But also, even if you're doing family counseling, doing solo counseling, I feel it's necessary as well. So, solo therapy all day long, but that would be, family or group therapy would be in addition to solo therapy for me. Second one is praying and journaling with crystals.
So I'm gonna say root, but due to my beliefs, I'm gonna leave the crystals alone.
Scared of that?
I don't knock nobody that chooses to do that. However, as far as me and my beliefs go, we're gonna pray and leave them crystals in the stove.
I'm with you when you ride, sister.
We're gonna journal all day.
Yes.
With them crystals, gonna stay at the burger place.
Praying and journaling.
That's the only crystal I can do, the burgers, and I don't even do them because they nasty. Well,
I root for the praying and journaling. Again, I don't like crystals like that, so we're gonna leave that where it's at.
Yeah.
Next one. Or last one.
Last one.
Taking solo vacations.
Root.
All day long.
I'm one of them people that will hop on the road and get going. You won't know where Shay is at. My family hates it. I love it. It's so much peace. You ain't got to worry about how does this person travel or how does that person travel. It's just you.
You do a lot of thinking on the road.
You do. By yourself. Go have a ball. As long as you got at least 3 people that you can trust with your location that won't tell people where you at, ball out. Go. It ain't got to be nowhere far. It could be right up about 30 minutes, an hour up the road.
You can send it to me. I just check periodically,
get you some peace and go on a trip by yourself. Everybody should experience a solo trip at least once in their life. Mm-hmm. Like, there's too much life to be living to just travel with other people, because what if you want to go do something and everybody else don't want to do it? Even if you on a trip with a group of people and they want to go to the spa, but you want to go to the museum, go to the museum. Go have a great time. Meet back up with them later.
But then I want to go to the spa. The spa sound nice.
Yeah, but if you ain't one of them people that like people touching you, go on to the museum.
But why? Well, okay. The museum and the spa, so night and day.
They are, but you always travel with different groups of people.
Who go to the museum by themselves, though?
Some of these museums be lit. Like the trap museum, I would go to the trap museum by myself.
I ain't never been to one, and I ain't never been to no museum by myself, and I don't think I would like that.
Well, it's a museum. I look at the museum like the movies. You shouldn't be talking. Or at least just whispering. But I can't hear it, so whispering ain't gonna do nothing for me. So
what would be the point of a trap museum? You talking about trap music, right? What you talking about? Elucidate me.
So that's what we got for today. Stupid.
You said trap museum, child.
Oh, you ain't never heard of the Atlanta Trap Museum?
Girl, no. When do you ever know me to be in Atlanta?
I ain't in Atlanta. I've heard of it.
Oh, I ain't never heard
anyway, so that's all we got for today, y'all. Once again, our socials, Instagram, TikTok now, Facebook, everywhere that you decide to listen to us, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, it's always Rooted in Good Company. We do have a couple of discount codes for y'all down in the description box, so please be sure to check those out, because everybody loves a discount, $, off, free shipping, whatever it may be. You got anything else to say?
Also, we have a site coming here soon. Yes. So go down to our site, www.rootedIGC.com.
And sign up for the email list so that you're one of the first ones to know when we drop, and you may get a freebie.
Never know.
Never know what we're cooking up. But that's all we got.
All right.
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.